afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be looking at Sons of Behemat for Age of Sigmar 4th edition. So let's jump in. So, quick disclaimer, yes, my voice is a bit funny. Yesterday, I tested positive for the coronavirus, and yeah, pretty bad, feeling a little bit naff. Ironic that the day that I did the Nurgle faction focus is the day that I test positive for the dreaded lurgy. But feeling much better today after pretty much sleeping for most of yesterday. But my voice is still a bit funny, so I do apologize, but we will jump into Sons of Behemat. So the big Sons of Behemat, who are they? What are they? They are the faction, basically they're Imperial Knights for Age of Sigmar, essentially. They're just really big giants. And there's big giants and then there's little giants, but they're giants. If you want a low model count army, then this is definitely the army for you. You'll probably have about 4 models if you go for Mega Gargants, maybe a few more if you bring a few Ale Guzzler Man Crushers, but yeah, they're just big-ass giants. They were a pain in the ass back in 3rd edition with a horrendously amount of wounds and definitely a DPS check for armies to deal with. But yeah, as you can see, they're giants. Pretty cool. Pretty cool faction all in all, but let's have a little look at their rules, their battle traits. So, passive. First one is Timber. Each time a friendly Mega Gargant or Gargant model is slain before removing it from play, the player must roll off. The winner picks the point on the battlefield within 3 inches of that model and inflicts D3 mortal damage on each unit, friendly and enemy, within 3 inches of that point that has a lower health characteristic than that model. Basically, you kill the giant, it falls over, and you do damage to everything that it lands on top of. That's kind of cool to see a rule like that. It's very thematic. I like that. Okay, next, any charge phase. A Gargant charge. Pick a friendly Mega Gargant or Gargant, and that charged this turn and has not used a Rampage ability. This turn to use this ability. Then pick a visible enemy unit within 1 inches of that target. Roll a d3, and on a 2+, inflict that amount of mortal wound damage to the target. Yes, so basically, you can, if you don't do a rampage, you can do some mortal damage. That's kind of nice. So once per turn, army, any combat phase, pick a friendly Mega Gargant or Gargant unit that has not used a rampage ability this turn to use this ability. Then pick an enemy unit in combat with it to be the target, and on a roll of 3+, the target cannot use commands for the rest of the turn. Pretty helpful. Then, once per army, combat phase, another rampage ability. It's going to be a theme here that they're all rampages. Pick a friendly Mega Gargant that is not used a rampage ability this turn on to use this ability. Then pick an enemy monster or war machine within 1 inch of that target. Roll a dice, and on a 3+, remove the target from the battlefield and set it up again 1 inch from the unit using this ability. Then inflict D3 mortal wound damage onto it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Right, yeah, that's pretty cool. So you kind of move it, pick it up, bring it to you, and then slam it down on the floor. It's quite cool. So, once per turn, army, any combat phase, pick a friendly Mega Gargant or Gargant unit that has not used a Rampage ability this turn. To use this ability, then pick an enemy infantry unit in combat. It is with B to be the target. On a roll of 3+, roll a dice for each model in the target unit. If the unit using this ability is a Gargant, inflict 1 mortal damage on the target for each 6. If the Mega Gargant, then inflict 1 mortal damage on a 5+. So you still need to roll your 3+, and then you're going to re-rolling 5s or 6s. That's pretty decent. I can see that one being used quite a lot, to be completely fair. Okay, so their battle formation. They have pick a friendly non-unique Sons of Behemat hero that does not have an artifact of power. Give that hero one artifact of power from the Titanics of trophies. The artifact of power is given to the unit during the deployment phase, not during army composition. So you can kind of tailor your artifacts depending on who you're playing, which is kind of nice. So they've got a couple of artifacts of power here, which is interesting. Let me just have a look at them. So they're artifacts of power, Titanics of trophies. So they've got quite a few. There's, what, 6 here? So they've got once per battle, your charge phase. For the rest of this turn, this unit can use charge abilities even if it used a run ability. That's pretty good. Run and charge, pretty solid. You can see that being used a lot. Once per battle deployment phase, pick one manifestation law available to your faction. This unit can summon abilities from the manifestation law as if it was a wizard. End the spells in a Gargant army. So cool. And then once per battle, your combat phase. Mantle of Tusken Horns. For the rest of the turn, add 1 to the hit rolls for combat rolls made by friendly Sons of Behemat units while they are wholly within 12 inches of this unit. Plus 1 to hit rolls is really good. That's really good. Yeah. We'll see how good it is if they actually show us some of their war scrolls. Extra calloused feet, add 1 to attack characteristics for rend characteristics and damage characteristics for this unit. Almighty Stomp and Almighty Stomp abilities. Plus 1 attack is nice. Plus 1 rend. Each time you make an unmodified save roll of 6 for a combat attack that target this unit, inflict 1 mortal wound, 1 mortal damage on the target until after the fight has been resolved. Okay. And then add 1 to the characteristics, attack characteristics of this unit's melee weapons while this unit is in combat with an enemy hero. Some pretty decent ones. I can see the manifestation one being used because that could be quite funny. Run and charge is definitely going to be used, and the plus 1 to hit is also definitely going to be used. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Right, so the King of Brood, the king of the king of the giants. 4-up save, moves 10, 40 wounds, 20 health. 20 control. Damn, man. Right, so if he takes 15 damage or more, his obelisk is going to drop down to 4 attacks from 6. So it's going to be hitting on 4s, wound on 2s, 2 rend, 5 damage. Almighty Stomp, which obviously you can make a little bit better. 2 attacks, 4s followed by 2s, 2 rend, D3 damage, anti-infantry, plus 1 rend. And then Death Grip, 1 attack, 4s followed by 2s, 2 rend, D6 damage, anti-hero, plus 1 rend. Wow, okay, that's nice. And then has a prayer in your hero phase. Make a prayer chant on a D6. Pick one of the following effects. If the chanting roll was 10 plus, pick 2 instead. Got a feeling that's how Pontifex is going to work. Shatter the Mountains, add 2 to the move characteristic of friendly Sons of Behemat units for the rest of the turn. Might of the Earth, heal D3 each friendly Sons of Behemat units. And pummel all to dust for the rest of the turn. Add 1 to the rend characteristics of the Obelisk of Tor, Menhir Club, all the signature attacks for the Mega Gargant units. So yeah. 4-up save though, but with 40 wounds. Holy crap. Creepers. This unit cannot be picked to be the target of an enemy rampage ability. Nice. If this unit would be automatically destroyed, it is not automatically destroyed. Instead, allocate 6 damage points to it. Ward rolls cannot be made for those damage points. So you can't hand and dust it. That's what that means. So basically, if you fight in the gash, he can't hand and dust you and kill you. It's not going to let you do that. Then Longshanks, this unit passes through models in non-monster units and parts of the terrain features that are less than 4 inches tall. So basically, you're not affected by terrain. Pretty good. As Mega Gargants go, it's pretty decent. Okay, the Gatekeeper, the guy with the big weird mask. 4 save, moves 10, 35 health, 20 control. Throws a boulder, 18 inches, 1 attack, 3's followed by 2's, 3 rend, 4 damage. Youch. He has his frail, which obviously drops down to attacks if he takes 15 or more damage. Hits on 4s, wounds on 2s, 2 rend, 4 damage. Anti-faction terrain, +1 rend. Almighty Stomp, 2's 4, 4's to hit, 2's to attack, to wound. 2 rend, D3 damage on the infantry. And then Death Grip, 1 attack, 4's followed by 2's, 2 rend, D6 damage anti-hero. I've got a feeling that those two are going to be pretty much the same through every Mega Gargant. He has a couple of abilities, so he's got the Sons of Behemat. If this unit would automatically be destroyed, it is not automatically destroyed. So again, it is immune to the Hand of Dust, which is kind of interesting. It's got long shanks, and then it has, in any combat phase, pick an enemy unit in combat with this unit to be the target. This unit can make a pile-in move, then roll a dice and a 4+, inflict 4d6 mortal damage on the target. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. That is scary. And then once per turn, pick a terrain feature within 3 inches of this unit to be the target. If the target is faction terrain, inflict D3 +3 mortal damage to it. Then roll a D3 for each non-monster unit, friendly and enemy, within 3 inches of the target. On a 2+, inflict that amount of mortal wound damage. That's pretty scary. Like, he is a mortal wound outputter. So yeah, expect to see a Gatekeeper in pretty much every army. And then we've got the War Stomper, which is the one that looks like a Chaos Gargant, basically. 4-up save, move 10, 35 damage, 35 health, 20 control. Titanic Boulder Club, 4 attacks, 4's followed by 2's, 2 rend, 2 damage, anti-infantry. Almighty Stomp, exactly the same as what the other ones have been, and so is Death Grip. Passive, can't be affected by Hand of Dust. Long shanks as well. And then it's a passive ability, Titanic Boulder Club. So if all of the attacks made with this unit's Titanic Boulder Club target the same enemy unit, for every 5 models in that unit, add 2 to its attack characteristics for the rest of the phase. More attacks. Any combat phase, hurled body, pick an enemy unit in the combat with this unit. Roll a dice. If the roll is at least double the target's health characteristics, 1 model in that unit is slain, and you can pick a visible enemy unit within 12 inches of this unit and inflict amount of mortal damage on that unit equal to the target's health characteristics. So basically, you kill a model in a unit, you pick it up, and you throw it at another enemy unit, like a little missile. Kind of cool. But yeah, not as impressive as the Gatekeeper, but he's alright. And then you got the Man Crushers, the little baby Gargants. They throw rocks, 12 inches, 1 attack, hits on 5s, +2 to rend, 2 rend, D3 damage and wounds on 2s. Nothing impressive. Like, most times you're gonna roll that 1 dice and never hit. So yeah. Got melee weapons. Massive Club, 4's followed by 2's, 1 rend, 2 damage. Headbutt, 4's followed by 2's, 2 rend, 4 damage. And then Mighty Kick, 4's followed by 2's, 2 rend, D3 damage. And then you got passive. While this unit is wholly within 12 inches of friendly Mega Gargant, this unit can use charge abilities, Infinite Run. Nice. Then once per turn, any combat phase, pick an enemy unit in the combat with this unit to be the target. Roll a dice. If you roll at least double the target's health characteristics, 1 model in that unit is slain. They're okay, but they're like harbingers. You know, you're gonna be bringing them if you want like a couple of them and not massive amounts of Gargants. So, word from the studio. Oh look, here's their spearhead boxes, just 3 little mini Gargants. and then you get your Man Crusher stuff. So yeah. And tomorrow we're going to be looking at Ossiarch Bone Reapers, which is kind of interesting about the Ossiarchs, to be fair. But that's the video, everybody. I do apologise for my voice. I am not feeling very well, but I'm here making sure I give you all the latest news for 4th edition Age of Sigmar and feeding that algorithm. So you should definitely give me a subscribe just for the fact that I'm here while dying of COVID. And I will be back tomorrow for the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. But that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. So please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and definitely check out my members and Patreon area. Okay? And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.